welcome back to the W. This is Ryan Dierssen
and Julie Lomurno,
coming to you live from Westlake High School with breaking news. A tragedy has struck the Westlake community when health teacher Miss Carolyn Kaufman was found dead in the JSW Theater sometime between Monday and Friday.
Kaufman, a lifelong lover of music and a member of the high school faculty kazoo band, the Mistletones, and a veteran educator. She was a volleyball coach as well as a player for the team Steutz in the city. As health was her lifelong passion, she not only taught students healthy habits, but also lived them. With her bionic knee, she famously walked 5 miles a day and wound up 150 miles from her home. Services were held at 10 a.m. on May 29th. Principal Keith Schenker officiated.
Amidst all the show tools and supplies, the FBI believe possible weapons include a baseball bat and a wine bottle. Bloody handprints and blood splatters littered the area as if the victim had tried to defend themselves. As of this reporting, the FBI has not identified any witnesses or suspects. We were given access to the heart-wrenching 911 call made by Westlake High School's principal, Mr. Schenker.
911? What's your emergency?
Hi, this is Keith Schenker. I'm the principal at Westlake High School, and I need EMS and police on site immediately.
What's the nature of the emergency?
I have an unresponsive adult female, and she is in the auditorium, and I can't get her to wake up.
Is she still breathing?
I can't tell. I don't think so, but there's blood everywhere. The walls are covered. It's on the floor, the ceilings. I've never seen this much blood. I think she's dead. I just don't know. Please, just get someone here.
What's your exact location in the building?
It's right behind in the main auditorium. It's right behind that space. I need someone to meet me there.
Police are on the way.
Thank you so much. I will have someone outside to meet them.
We are on campus to speak to students and faculty to get an inside scoop on the murder.
Mr. Camano, as Westlake's high school band teacher, as well as Ms. Kaufman being big on music, did her choice of music might have motivated you?
You know, Miss Kaufman just loved music. She would stop by every other week. She brought percussion instruments. We talked about music all the time. Yeah, we saw music eye to eye.
Camano, your name was found on the wine bottle. Do you have anything to do with that?
I have to say, I enjoy a glass of wine with my meals. That's homemade. It's homemade with my label on it, with my name on it. But I prefer the wines of Tuscany and Piemonte. I did give a bottle of wine to Miss Denver because, you know, she's a new teacher. We're doing our first concert together in December, so I gave her that as a gift. I don't know why it would be in school.
It is very close to where the murder took place. Did you hear anything, either Friday or Monday?
No, I was here all day Friday, and I went home and came back Monday. Then I heard about that tragedy.
Oh, hey, hi, Ryan.
I'm with the W. Could I interview about the death of Miss Kaufman?
All right, I'll give you a minute, but forgive me if I have a little bit of an attitude, a little bit of a tone. I've been railroaded all week with this stuff.
What was your relationship with Miss Kaufman?
She was a dear friend of mine, Ryan. We've been through this very close. Band member. I don't know, it just gets me choked up every time.
Do you know maybe anyone that might have done this? Like who the suspects might have been?
Well, I could certainly save you a lot of time that you're wasting right now. I mean you no disrespect. You understand that, right? Let's look at the facts here. Can you tell me what the weapon was?
A wine bottle and a baseball bat.
2 things. Okay, number 1. The other day I was heading into the nurse. I had to take care of some business. Okay? As I was coming out, okay, there was a fiery conversation out there, very unprofessional, between Miss Kaufman and Mr. Capano. Me, I'm not the nosy type. I kept to my own business. All I can say is those are 2 very low-key people that were extremely heated. I definitely think it had to do with music. In fact, that was the only thing I can make out, other than the curse words, is music. Another lane you might want to travel down is head on down to Palushaj. Well, he's very elusive, okay? Try to track him down because he's a slippery little fellow. He not only coached softball, his daughter plays softball, his wife was a coach. I mean, don't tell me he's not going to have a bat sitting around, okay?
Yeah.
All right?
Thanks for your time and all the valuable information, Miss Rowland.
Anything I could do to help, I miss her every day, Ryan. Every single day.
I'm here today with art teacher Miss Morris. Miss Morris, how did you know Miss Kaufman?
Miss Kaufman was a colleague of mine, and most recently she hired me to do some graphic work for her, I think an upcoming song that she was putting on Spotify.
What information can you tell us about the murder?
Well, I know she was murdered, and I do know that someone might have broken into my room because my bat was missing when I came to work one day.
Do you have any suspects yourself of who might have done the murder?
I have no idea, but I do know that the other day I was showing Miss Denler some graphics that I made for Miss Kaufman, and I was playing Miss Kaufman's music, and then out of nowhere, Miss Denler just stormed off and left my room.
Well, thank you for your time, and thank you for your information.
You're welcome.
If you hear any information that could help the case, please contact Westlake FBI agents, or if you prefer to remain anonymous, please call the hotline number listed on the screen. A website has been created to honor Ms. Kaufman, who has gone too soon. As time goes on and the investigation progresses, more information will be made available, posted on Westlake High School Murder 2022 website.
This has been Ryan Dierssen.
And Julie Lomurno.
Stay tuned for more updates with the murder mystery.
Exit W. My name is Daddy Alvarez, and I'm joined here with
Elise Steutz. We continue to follow the investigation of the murder of Miss Carolyn Kaufman, the beloved health teacher at Westlake High School.
the coroner released the autopsy report this week. The coroner determined Kaufman's death was caused by blunt force trauma to the head. Evidence indicates that she was hit with either a softball bat or possibly a wine bottle, both located at the crime scene. Here's FBI agent Brian Kim with the information about the case.
What is some of the evidence you guys found on the scene?
Well, we saw the autopsy, and we saw there was blunt force trauma to the head, and that was the cause of death. There was some wine found in the stomach. The wine bottle that was also found on the crime scene was Mr. Capano's own company, like his own brand. We found some fingerprints on the bat, and we have phone texts between the teachers.
And is that evidence leading you to any suspect?
So far, we're narrowing it down to like Mrs. Morris, Mrs. Denler, possibly Mr. Capano.
Handwritten sheet music, a footprint, Kaufman's cell phone were all located at the gory crime scene. This week, FBI agents released information regarding information from known suspects. Art teacher Lauren Morris, Carolyn Frawley, music teachers Emily Denler, Carl Capano, guidance counselor Nick DiPaolo, science teacher Michelle Spiesman, social studies teacher Teresa Alvarez, math teacher Sarah McFadden, special education teacher Deb DeNoya, and athletic trainer Hillary Piccoli.
Okay. Welcome back to the W. My name is Danny Alvarez, and I'm here with Mrs. Morris. And I have some questions. When were you helping Miss Denler's with her album covers?
One day after school. I want to say it might have been a Thursday.
Okay, and I noticed that you used to play softball, correct?
That is true.
So you had a bat in your room. Where did it go after?
Well, I had a bat and it went to the girls' softball team.
Okay, so you don't know where the bat went?
The particular bat that I'm photographed in the picture went back to the girls' softball team. I have another bat in my classroom just for protection.
Oh, okay. Did you notice anything strange while doing the album cover for Mrs. Denler?
The only thing kind of strange was one day when I was showing her some of the artwork that I made, I was playing some music that Miss Kaufman made, and she heard it, and then she like stormed off. She seemed like really upset by the music.
Okay. That's all we need. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Elise Steutz, and today I'm here with Miss Denler asking her questions about the crime. So, you said that the wine from Mr. Capano was gifted to you, and then you regifted it.
Yeah.
But only you and Capano's fingerprints were on the wine.
I don't know what happened. Maybe they erased the fingerprints. Maybe Mr. Capano came back and did something. All I know is I regifted it to Hillary. Hillary could have left it here. Her office is right over there. Maybe her and Mr. Capano were working with something. I don't know, but that is some scary stuff that you guys are learning about. So I'm sorry to hear that you found that information.
Both you and Miss Kaufman have Spotify accounts, and she has her own band called You Sneeze, You Wheeze, and you have your Spotify account as well.
Yeah.
You have a lot more followers than her, and she was asking you for music advice, but you wouldn't give it to her. Why wouldn't you give her music advice?
She was asking me music advice right around the time of the musical, around March and April. I'm very busy if you're in the musical. Elise knows she was in the musical. So she knows that I am very busy. I do not have much time to go and do things like that or be composing music or helping other teachers. I'm all in musical mode. I was all in Mamma Mia mode, and I really only had ABBA on the brain. So I told her I could help her out later. I am pretty successful in my Spotify business. I majored in music. I write music. And she was really interested in that, and I wanted to help her, but I just did not have the time.
Did you not want Miss Kaufman to get more viewers on her Spotify account?
Again, I didn't know anything about her Spotify account. I didn't know anything about her, really, just that she wanted my help, and I had nothing against that.
Miss Morris told us that when you and her were working on the album covers, that you were upset about Miss Kaufman's music.
I had never heard Miss Kaufman's music, so I don't know. I had never said anything about Miss Kaufman's music.
Do you think Miss Morris is lying?
I do. Honestly, Miss Morris has been a little bit fishy recently with the baseball bat, and she hasn't talked to me since Mamma Mia. So who knows what's going on with her? Maybe she's someone that you should look into.
Thank you.
Looking deeper into the evidence, FBI agents have found that Dendler, Kaufman, and Campagno were all working together in the music industry. Lauren Morris, art teacher, was responsible for the artwork for Dendler's and Kaufman's Spotify accounts. In addition, bank statements, Spotify music records, and text messages that all correlate to the death of Miss Kaufman's were discovered, connecting several suspects.
The bank statements show money was being transferred between a number of suspects' accounts and an anonymous account owner called Sports Bets. While sports betting is no longer legal in New York State, it is illegal within the school. Illegal betting creates another angle the FBI agents are investigating. There may be more than one reason for the murder.
After further investigation into the connection between Dendler and Kaufman, it was discovered that Kaufman saw that Dendler had many more followers on Spotify and thought they could collaborate to boost her own following. Dendler's original composition had a tremendous following. Original sheet music was found scattered around the courtroom and at the crime scene, covered in blood indicating a struggle. Kaufman, on the other hand, barely had a following, and FBI agents speculate there was competition between Kaufman and Dendler. Stay tuned for further investigations of the relationship between Campagno, Kaufman, and Dendler.
But the question is, how did either one of them get their hands on the bat? Stay in the loop as more information becomes available. Back to you at the anchor desk.
Hello and welcome to the W.
I'm Dean Williams.
And I'm Rocco Dominguez.
Unfortunately, there has been a murder.
As every Westlake student is aware, last month the beloved health teacher Miss Kaufman was brutally murdered in cold blood.
While law enforcement such as FBI agent Bird are still searching for the killer, we here on the W are working to give you the most up-to-date information on the case.
This week, we'll interview some top suspects, take a look at some suspicious fingerprints, DNA, and blood evidence, and we'll figure out who is trying to flee the scene.
Hillary Piccoli has been at the forefront of this mischievous murder case. Ranked as a top 3 suspect, she has serious ties.
As recently uncovered, Hillary was using a COVID testing business as a front for her illegal sports gambling charade. Here we are with Miss Gillard, a colleague of Mrs. Kaufman's, shortly after the murder, where we asked her about this gambling operation. Here we are with Mrs. Gillard. So basically, we're going to ask you a couple questions. Starting off, I know you mentioned a sports betting operation. Would you mind telling us about this?
Okay, so obviously Miss Piccoli's not supposed to be doing this, but we were kind of betting on sports out of her room. Okay, so I was waiting online to place my bet. Miss Kaufman came in, she kind of tried to push her way to the front of the line, and
That was when a little bit of an encounter happened.
I said, what is your bet? And she goes, I bet I don't have it. And that's pretty much all she said, but I said, you have to get to the back of the line.
Alrighty.
In a text message to an anonymous account, Hillary wrote, Kaufman's becoming a problem in regard to her illegal sports betting operation.
With all these complications, we brought our questions to the woman herself.
So I'm here with Miss Piccoli here, one of our suspects. And Miss Piccoli, I heard about the fight you had with Miss Kaufman. Could you tell me a little more about that?
So she came into my office and she was looking for her COVID test, and I did COVID testing for the entire district, and there were a bunch of people in my office, and she came in and like was disrupting what was going on, so I kind of went off on her a little bit, and I like told her that it's not okay, and I got a little angry.
Sounds very peculiar, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Miss Piccoli.
The W has also received access to the recently released DNA evidence discovered on the crime scene.
On the wine bottle, we see both Miss Dendler's and Mr. Capano's fingerprints, as well as Miss Dendler's prints on both the door and the sheet music.
According to the DNA evidence on the baseball bat, DNA from skin cells matched to Miss Piccoli, Miss Dendler, and Miss Kaufman.
Suspiciously, following Kaufman's murder on Friday, Miss Dendler organized flight arrangements to travel to Belize International Airport.
As the suspect is still at large, we here at the W will continue to provide our audience with the most accurate and up-to-date information.
This has been the W. Stay tuned for updates.
And stay safe out there.
God bless
America.
Hi, I'm Lena Palushaj from the W with an update on the murder of Westlake Health teacher Carolyn Kaufman. Kaufman was found by athletic trainer Hillary Piccoli dead backstage on the morning of May 16th at 6:30 a.m. FBI agents found the murder weapon, a bat, from art teacher Lauren Morris's room, found to have DNA from both Kaufman and chorus teacher Emily Denler. The agents on the case also uncovered an illegal sports betting operation run by Piccoli. While Piccoli was in charge of COVID testing, she used it as a front to cover for her sports betting operation. She continues to deny being part of this illegal activity. Kaufman frequented Piccoli's temporary office in the music suite for COVID pool testing. With a shared interest in music, Kaufman decided to rifle through Denler's new music in hope of popularizing herself on Spotify. Kaufman found a new piece of music composition on Denler's piano, stole the music, and tweaked it so she could claim it as her own. Both Kaufman and Denler were working with Morris on album artwork. Morris inadvertently played Kaufman's music for Denler, angering her enough to drive her to kill. Denler suggested a meeting to talk about music, which in a turn of events led her to killing Kaufman backstage. She struck her over the back of the head multiple times, which proved to be fatal. A press meeting was held Wednesday, June 8th with FBI agents Gabby Naz and Mackenzie Kaufman.
Hi, I'm Lena Palushaj from the W, and I'm here with Gabby Naz and Mackenzie Kaufman. Out of all the suspects, how'd you narrow down who killed Miss Kaufman?
There was text messages between Denler and Kaufman about how Kaufman can get more followers on Spotify, and Denler didn't want to, so that's how we narrowed it down. Denler didn't want to help Kaufman gain more followers on Spotify than her.
So Miss Denler's fingerprints were on the wine bottle. There was her DNA on the bat, and her fingerprints were all over the crime scene, including the shoe. They were on the laces.
She got caught looking through Denler's sheet music.
Second-degree murder, because it escalated into a bigger fight. So
they were colleagues.
No, there was no one else tied to the murder.
There was no other connections, but Hillary Piccoli during the investigation was caught doing illegal bets on sports. So there will be another
further arrest will be made.
Yes.
Hillary Piccoli were under arrest for
illegal bets in sports. Illegal betting in sports? What are you guys talking about?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, won't be provided for you. You understand the right? Do you understand the rights I have just read to you? When we realized that her DNA was all over the crime scene.
When we looked at the texts from Denler and Kaufman and we looked at the DNA, we made the connection with the sheet music that Denler was the murderer.
Miss Morris, she owned the murder weapon.
Morris made the album covers used for Denler and Kaufman for their Spotify accounts. We don't know if she asked permission to take it or she just took it. We're doing further investigations on how she actually got the weapon.
There was a wine bottle gifted from Capano to Denler. Denler re-gifted it to Miss Kaufman, and then she drank the wine.
Hillary's the athletic trainer. That's why her DNA was on the bat. Yes, she was lying. The bat hitting her in the head.
So Miss Kaufman was found sneaking through Miss Denler's sheet music to try and find tips or advice to gain her followers on Spotify, and Miss Denler caught her doing that, which then caused the
fight
incident.
The chorus room is right next to where the crime scene is. Yes.
I think
yes,
because at the crime scene, all the sheet music was like kind of splattered, like not splattered, but like scattered all over the floor.
Thanks for watching. This has been Lena Palushaj with the W. Back to you at the end, guys.